Why is calcium considered so important? What are the causes of calcium deficiency? How do we know that we are deficient in calcium? How to take calcium so that it doesn't create kidney stones? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 calcium-rich vegetarian foods that have more calcium than milk. We'll keep this video very simple and practical. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. There is no doubt that calcium is an extremely important mineral for your bones, teeth, heart, muscles and nerves. Whenever calcium will be deficient in the body, these organs will be affected. In fact, 99% of body's calcium is deposited in the bones and teeth. But when our body remains deficient in calcium for a long period, having no other choice, it begins to extract calcium out from the bones and teeth. This can show up in the form of lower back pain, pain in the neck, cracking sound in the joints, weak bones that can lead to easy fractures, teeth cavities and tooth decay. Now these were some of the most common indications that your body needs calcium. But there are other symptoms as well, like feeling tired after exerting a little, having such white spots on nails and on face, not able to maintain focus for long, and having trouble sleeping at night. If ignored, body will continue to extract calcium from bones. Obviously because it cannot shut down the more important functions of the body that are dependent on calcium. But as a result, bones begin to get thinner and thinner, and in many cases, problems like arthritis develop. Modern studies also suggest that people who remain deficient in calcium for a long time are at a higher risk of getting skin problems like psoriasis and eczema. A study even showed that women who increased the intake of calcium, within 3 months their premenstrual symptoms significantly improved. So we can say that calcium is very important. But the question arises, why does our body get deficient in calcium? When we are eating well, then why a major chunk of Indian population faces this problem? Some reasons are very clear. First is that our diet doesn't have enough calcium in it. Second is that we are eating calcium-rich foods, but our body is not able to absorb it properly. This happens when your digestion is weak or you are eating some medicines that are hindering the absorption of calcium from these foods. According to Ayurveda, excessive masturbation creates a serious deficiency of calcium, which if not sorted can cause irreparable damage to the bones. Then modern science believes that when we drink too much of tea, coffee or eat a lot of sugary foods, even after eating calcium-rich foods, body fails to absorb it. Now when we think of calcium, we think of milk. But nowadays the quality of milk has degraded. If after drink milk you experience gas, bloating or diarrhea, be sure that you are not getting calcium from such milk. So let me share with you 5 vegetarian foods that have more calcium than milk. At number 5 is tuna. The word calcium comes from a Latin word called calx, which means limestone or tuna. Ayurveda is firm that tuna is one of the best foods to get rid of calcium deficiency. But how you consume it is even more important. Foremost, tuna should be of edible grade, not the commercial one that is used for whitewashing. Actually, the same tuna is purified, which then becomes edible. This you can get from any paan shop or any grocery shop. It's available online as well. I have added some options in the description box of this video. Just 1 pinch of this tuna is good enough. In Ayurvedic scriptures, it's written that if one eats just a wheat grain sized amount of tuna mixed in curd before breakfast, within 15-20 days, calcium deficiency symptoms begin to subside. It's so powerful. Adding in curd has double benefit as curd is oily in nature, which helps in faster absorption of calcium in the body. Second, curd itself is a good source of calcium. But in case you don't want to have curd, you can mix a pinch of tuna in dal or sabzi as well. The same tuna, if you mix in water, it won't be that effective. That's because calcium requires fats to get absorbed quickly. This is one of the major reasons why popping calcium pills with water hardly gives any positive results. Rather, it can cause deposition of calcium that might create stones. Next on the list are sesame seeds. 100 ml of milk has 125 mg of calcium, while 100 grams of sesame seeds have 975 mg of calcium. which is almost 8 times the calcium in milk. Not just this, sesame seeds are also very rich in magnesium, manganese and zinc, which not only help in the easy absorption of calcium but also strengthen the bones. In a study, when one group of people suffering from knee pains were given 40 grams of sesame seeds along with their ongoing medication, they experienced 63% relief in their knee pain as compared to 22% relief for the group on medication alone. Studies found that it was not just the calcium in sesame seeds, but a special compound called sesamin that effectively protects cartilage. So for people who feel that their greasing in joints have reduced, they should definitely include sesame seeds in their diet. In winter, sesame seeds with jaggery is no less than a supplement for calcium. That's because even jaggery is fairly rich in calcium. Til Gud laddus, Til Gud chikki are some of the time-tested ways to make your bones stronger. But in summers, sesame seed laddu should be consumed only in moderation. One can dry roast them and then add a spoonful of them in aata, dalia, oatmeal, salads and curries. Sesame seed cold pressed oil can be used for cooking. According to Ayurveda, if one massages with sesame oil and then sits under sunlight, he will also get vitamin D. Vitamin D is vital for the absorption of calcium. Mushrooms and A2 dairy products are some good sources of vitamin D. At number 3 is Kulti Dal. Among all dals, Kulti Dal is number 1 in calcium. No wonder it is called horse gram. 100 grams of Kulti Dal has around 300 milligram of calcium. Generally, people fear that if they eat a lot of calcium, they will get stones. But guess what? Kulti Dal, which is so high in calcium, is a natural remedy to get rid of kidney and gallbladder stones. Now, Kulti ki dal may be new for some of you, but the process of making it is as simple as making any other dal. It's just that this dal takes a little longer to cook. But once made, its aroma and flavor is worth all the effort. So do try it. Other pulses are also good in calcium. For example, 100 grams of rajma has around 270 milligram of calcium. Black chana has 220 milligram of calcium. The same quantity of black urad dal has 140 milligram. Green moong dal has 132 milligram. Arhar dal has 130 milligram and chana dal has around 120 milligram of calcium. Basically, if you eat more of Kulti dal and keep rotating other dals along, you will never have to bother about calcium deficiency. At number 2 is Ragi. 100 grams of wheat has 34 milligrams of calcium. 100 grams of rice has only 10 milligram of calcium. Whereas the same 100 grams of Ragi has a whopping 330 milligrams of calcium, which is almost 10 times that of wheat and 33 times that of rice. Still, most of us either eat wheat or rice. No wonder calcium deficiency is getting so common. Let alone wheat and rice, Ragi or finger millet comes at the top among all other millets when it comes to calcium and bone health. Ragi is also rich in potassium, which is why it keeps blood pressure normal. Ragi is rich in iron, which is why it is a medicinal grain to increase hemoglobin levels. But the question is how to include Ragi in diet. Just like you eat wheat roti, start eating Ragi roti. See how soft this Ragi roti is. And this is made using 100% Ragi. No mixing. Now the trick is to mix Ragi atta in hot boiling water and then knead the dough like you usually do. The roti will turn out to be super soft. This, in my opinion, is the most practical way to include Ragi in your daily diet. In South India, Ragi flour is added to dosa mix and idli mix to get more nutritious version of them. Ragi chila can also be made. Personally, I love Andhra's Ragi malt recipe. It hardly takes 2 minutes. In a bowl, put 3 to 4 spoons of Ragi flour. Add a little water to make a thick paste like this. Then in a pan, boil a glass of water. Add rock salt and Ragi paste to it. Let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes and then turn the flame off. Once it cools down, transfer it in a glass. Then add curd and lemon juice to it. A potent calcium supplement is ready. Tastes really good. It's our original smoothie recipe that can be consumed as breakfast. Finally, at number 1 is Rajgira. Rajgira, which is also known as Amaranth or Ramdana, is not really a grain, which is why you might have eaten it on a fast. You will be amazed that 100 grams of Rajgira has around 340 milligrams of calcium. But why just calcium? Rajgira is one of those rare vegetarian sources which has all the 9 essential amino acids present in it. But the irony is that today Indians talk more about quinoa as a complete source of protein than Rajgira. But when compared with quinoa, Rajgira was found to be a clear winner in terms of its protein and iron content. And price-wise, Rajgira is 1/10 as compared to that of quinoa. Since Rajgira is gluten-free, it was traditionally mixed with boiled potatoes to make a chapati which was eaten on a fast. Rajgira halwa is a calcium-rich dessert idea which can be made like normal aate ka halwa. In my opinion, it's not just the most practical way to include Rajgira in your diet, but is also extremely delicious. Literally, you won't be able to tell if this halwa is made with wheat atta or Rajgira atta. Interestingly, lal saag, which is also called cholai, are the leaves of these Rajgira seeds. So whenever you see this lal saag in sabzi mandi, do eat it. Other leafy greens, especially palak, methi, arabi leaves and cabbage also have fair amounts of calcium in them. Now there is no doubt that milk is a primary source of calcium. But if you are not able to fetch desi cow's milk or milk doesn't suit you, then you should try and include chuna, sesame seeds, Kulti Dal, Ragi and Rajgira in your regular diet. Doing this, you would never have to worry about calcium deficiency. In fact, if you are facing any of the symptoms at this moment, they will begin to subside in a few days. All these foods are easily available in your nearest grocery shop, but for your convenience, I have even linked them in the description box. If you often suffer from chapped lips or you feel that your lip color is dark, then first of all you should start oiling the navel. Then you should use a natural lip balm. Mamaearth's tinted lip balm is one good option. Note that this is not the promotion of the brand but specifically this product, because if you turn the pack, you will find that this lip balm has no petroleum jelly and no artificial ingredients. It is in fact a shea butter, castor oil and coconut oil based lip balm with extracts of raspberry, cherry and manjeshta. Rich in vitamin E, this lip balm is for both men and women. Easy to apply and nourishing. After applying it, you can instantly feel the tone of your lips towards pink. 4 grams of this made safe certified lip balm is priced at Rs 199. But then you can get a discount of 21%. Actual price for you will be Rs 157. To buy non-petroleum jelly, real oils and fruit extracts based Mamaearth's tinted lip balm, click on the link in the description box. If health is important to you, then there are 5 foods that you must avoid in breakfast. To know about them, click on this video. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.